Today, our champion, Joe Tavernese of Lynn, Massachusetts, faces the challenge of Stu Bergman of Brighton, Massachusetts on Candlepin bowling. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Candlepin Bowling. I'm Don Gillis. And before I forget it, because we might be rushed at the end of the show, Merry Christmas, all right? And also, I want to remind you that our program next week and the week after, because of playoff football and so forth, will be on at 11 o'clock instead of 12 noon. Okay? All right. Now, let's get back to what we ordinarily say here. This is three strings of Candlepin bowling. I usually say it better than that. 3 strings of Candlepin bowling, total pinfall determining our winner. And each of our bowlers takes home a permanent souvenir provided by the Ace Trophy Company of Boston. We also have guaranteed prize money, $1,200. $700 goes to the winner, $350 goes to the runner-up, $50 available to the winner of each string, and obviously if they tie a string, they split that at $25 apiece. Lots of other ways our bowlers can pick up bonus money. Joe Tavernese can tell you all about that. Yes, he knows all the ways that you can pick it up. I'll remind you as the program goes along, but right now let's talk to today's bowlers, shall we? Stu? Nice to have you back again.
Nice to be here.
What I want to know is, are you bowling better than when you were on the last time? I mean, remember, you were kind of a neophyte at that time. You had just taken up the game.
Right, yeah, I think I'm bowling a little better. I'm still learning, so...
Well, you're obviously learning well enough so that you can win roll-offs. You've done it twice, and a lot of guys who have been bowling for 25 and 30 years and have pretty good average, they come on these things and can't do it. Well, and I also noticed that 2 things. You're an accountant, yes. And you're also still single, huh?
Yes, I am. Yes,
okay. Why the big grin?
at this moment, I'm still single.
Okay, all right. Joe, you keep rolling along. Son of a gun, a couple of 400s and a 393 in your last 3 weeks, huh?
Yeah, doing all right.
You're on a hot streak. It feels good. When you pick up the ball, it feels good, huh? Okay, so you want to get started. All right, we will. Good luck to you. Everything down except the corners, the 7 and 10. Two pieces of wood. One is behind. You wouldn't think there'd be that much room, but there is one behind the 10 and another one out where the 2-pin would be. That's the one he's going to use, and it didn't work. Stu's average is 120. He's got a high single of 174, a high triple of 435. It is an 8-box as he went into the gutter, as he went after the 10. That ball was dropped a little soon. It went off to the right side before his arm had completed its full swing forward. And that was a little too full on the head pin. He still has 4 to work on. 2, 4, 7, and 8. It's a 7-box as he punched out 1. Now Joe Tavernese. And our defending champion, who, as we mentioned, has rolled 2 400s and a 393 in his 3 weeks that he has been on. And he begins with a spare. League average 125, high single 207, high triple 484. Seven, leaving 4-7 on the left with wood in front of it, and also the 10-pin. Ball rolling over, but it did not get the 10-pin. Joe, the manager of the post office lanes in Lynn, Massachusetts, married, father of 2, Julene and Joey. Representing his own lane and the Alley Cat lanes in Kingston. Stu Bergman, today's challenger. Everything down except the 4-pin. He made it. Stu made his first appearance last May, and it was in the middle of Jim Putney's super streak. Seven is the fill. The 10-pin is alone over on the right. On the left, he has the 4 and 8 with wood to the left of the 4, wood in between the 4 and the 8, and another piece of wood to the right of the 8-pin. Well, he tried. He moved it, but it didn't move quite enough to get the 10. And 42 after 4. Now Joe Tavernese, who began with spare 7, then a 10. Strike! First bonus ball. Looked good coming right into that 1-3 pocket, but he is left with 5 pins, and they are parallel 4, 5, 7, 8, and 10. Got 3 of them. Has left the 4 and 8. It's a 10. So, as we take a check on the scoreboard, as we always do, after 4 boxes in the first and 4 boxes in the second, right now, after 4, it is Tavernese 51st string. He has a spare leave. 4 and 8. Oh, too bad he missed the 4. Got the 8. And 6. That's what he's looking at. Sounds like the old British coins. 2 and 6. Nice shot. Oh, pretty shot. Very pretty spare. Now Joe Tavernese, our defending champion from Lynn. All right, Joe has 2. He has the 3 and the 7. Good try, only it didn't quite go. Ten. Dal Giglio and Keith Williams are our scorekeepers today. Don Riley is our statistician and coordinator. Our crew is Joe Sukar, Skip Peabody, Eddie Barron, Howie Rouse, and in post-production videotape, Doug DeVitt. Spread Eagle. Phil Rubin is our producer and director. Ralph Stewart, right there on the lob line, is our lob line judge and referee. Boy, that was a pretty shot. I want to tell you what he had knocked down the 7 and 10. He had 2, 4, and 3, 6, and he got those 4 pins with that last shot. All right, here's our challenger working on a spare. Here's a bonus ball for Stu Bergman, and he gets 6. leaving 1, 3, 7, 10. Oh, too bad. Missed the head pin. Now it's 1, 7, 10. An 8 box. One, 2, and 10. Oh, just missed. Didn't hit a thing. Came just to the right of the 1, 2. And he wanted to just kiss it. Well, he got it that time, but the ball did not go over to get the 10, so it's a 9. Now, Joe Tavernese. Spare leave on the left side, made up of the 2, 4, and 7. It's gone. The fill is 7, and he's got a tricky triangle made up of the 3, 5, and 6. And that's why we call him tricky, because he got 2/3 of it. The 3 and the 6, but the 5 was still there. No longer. It's a 10. 102 through 8. Ralph Stewart calls time. He wants to check on the piece of wood. It rolled toward Stu, and if it is this side of or touching the deadwood line, it'll have to be removed. Obviously, it was, as he has removed it. The deadwood line, again, I remind you, is exactly 2 feet from the middle of the number 1 pin toward the bowler, and anything touching it or behind it remains. Anything that is this side of it has to be removed. He has left 1, the 6 pin. Made it for a 10. 95 through 9. That's with 2 spares, 1 with a 7 fill and 1 with a 6. 4 horsemen left side. 1, 2, 4, 7. Nice. Very well done. Ran it down with a 1-2 hit. $105 plus 7, $112. Now Joe Tavernese, already at 102 through 8. No wood to help, and he is looking at 4, 8, 10. That's the 4-8. Banged a little sidewall action, but it didn't come over far enough to get the 10. It's a 10. 112. So to pick up $50 in bonus money for winning the first string, he needs 1. He has 7. 119. And the 3 pins that are up are the 7 alone, and over on the right, 6 and 10 with wood. He got action, but not enough to knock down the 7. $122. So, $50 in bonus money for Joe Tavernese for winning the first string over challenger Stu Bergman. Joe Tavernese. Still has 4 and 5. No, 5 and 7. It's a 9. So far, the only bonus money has been the $50 to Joe Tavernese for winning the first string. He's picked up a lot of bonus money in the last 3 weeks. Everything down except the kingpin, the 5. Yes, he has the spare. His bonus in the last 3 weeks has been 500, 250, and 450. Stu Bergman, today's challenger. One, 3, 6, and 8. It was a nice shot, except he missed the head pin. But he got 3, 6, and 8. Four horsemen left side. He made it before. Let's see if he can make it again. He did. Twice he has made the four horsemen left side for a spare. Joe Tavernese working on a spare in the second. Seven. 2, 4, and 7 with wood in back of the 4 and in front of the 4. Whatever, it's gone. He has 2 marks in a row. Six. 4, 8, 6, 10. What a great shot! The 6 did not go, but man, did he ever throw that piece of wood over. It's a 10. Stu Bergman, our challenger, is working on a spare. Here's the bonus. Missed the head pin. Just 3. 4 horsemen left side, and in back of that, the 8 pin over on the right, the 6 and 10, no wood. 7 and 10 still there. They are still there. It is an 8. A strike for Stu Bergman. And another check on the scoreboard after 4 boxes of the middle string. The first string won by Joe Tavernese, 122 to 112. At the moment, with Stu Bergman having 2 bonus balls yet to be fired, it is Tavernese 52 point in the match, rolling in the 5th box of the middle string. Just missed a strike, left the 4-pin. He's got rolling wood that he has to wait for. If it rolls out of the way, it'll be lovely. He can get a clean shot at that 4. But it's rolling. I think it's going to be all right when it finally settles down. He'll be able to go right at it and fires. No, he decides to use a little bit of the wood. So he's gone 9 spare, spare, 10 spare. Six is the fill, leaving 4 horsemen left side. We've seen Stu Bergman make this twice. Let's see what Joe can do with it. He made it. So with, except for that 10 in the 4th, he would have 4 marks in a row. All right, working on a strike right now is Stu Bergman. First ball nets him 6 and leaves 4 horsemen right side with no wood to help. Missed the head pin and took out 3 and 6. So 1 and 10 are still there. It's a 10. And another strike for Stu Bergman. Pin lead for Joe Tavernese. Six is the fill. 1, 2, 4, and 10 with wood in front of it. Made it. 3 marks in a row. Another $50 in bonus money. Seven is the fill as a couple topple to make it a fairly decent spare leave. 3, 6, 10 on the right. And he's got another one. Another $50 in bonus money. Stu Bergman working on another strike. Again, 7 on the first ball. 4 and 7 are the 2 pins on the left. He's got the 10 pin on the right, but he has some favorable wood, it would appear. 1 is out near where number 1 would be, which could go over and get the 10 while the ball goes to get the 4 and 7. Oh, he didn't touch that piece of wood out there. He got the 4-7. Now he goes directly for the 10, makes it for a 10. Five, 7, 9, 10 with wood in front of the 5 and slightly angled to the left. That took care of the 5 and 9, but the 7 and 10 are still there. It's a 9. Joe Tavernese is on a bonus streak. He already has 4 in a row, so each one is worth $50 as long as he can keep it going. 7 is the fill. Right now he has 1, 3, and 10. Let's see if the 6 not being in there will prevent him from getting to the 10. Too full. He was trying to be a little too careful. It's a 10. 128. One pin standing, the 3. It's gone. He's had 3 non-marking boxes, and 2 of them had 10s, the other one a 9. How's that for pinning? Spread eagle, he got just 4 more. 142. 264. Now Stu Bergman. 4 and 7 to pick up for a spare. He's got it. Spare in the 9. Big hit. Strike. $127 and 2 bonus balls to roll. Everything down except the kingpin. Piece of wood rolls up to it, rocks it, but not enough to knock it down. This is worth $50 if he can make it. He did. So that's the equivalent of 3 marks in a row and $50 in bonus money. And Joe Tavernese, with a 142 to Stu's 137, picks up another $50 for winning the middle string. And the score at the end of 2 is he's 15 pins behind right now. He's got a spare leave made up of the 2 and 4. And he begins with a spare. Just a little bit too full on the head pin. He leaves 2, 4, 6, 10. And the only piece of wood is behind the 4 pin. Not what he wanted to do. He wanted to hit the left side of the 2 pin and knock it over to the 610. A 9. Joe Tavernese leading by 15 going into the 3rd string. Four, 7, and 10. Got the 7, left the 4 and the 10. It's a 9. So Stu Bergman has picked up 7 pins. Four horsemen right side is what Joe Tavernese is looking at right now. Got a couple of them. It's a 10. Stu Bergman looking right now at 2, 4, 6. Little too thin on the 2-pin. As a result, it went directly to the left instead of carrying into the 4. 6 is out of there. It's a 9 box. With 8 boxes to go in the match, Joe Tavernese leading by 9. Diamond left plus the 7. 2, 4, 5, 7, and 8. A little too full. He's left 4 and 7. It's a 9 as he leaves the 7-pin. Pair of 9s is what he put up there, and that leaves the door open for Joe Tavernese to add to his lead. Seven is the first ball. And he has 4, 7, and 8 with a couple of pieces of wood that may make it difficult. They're on an angle to the right side of the 4-pin. Can he make it work? He did. Spare. He fires with enough velocity in addition to his accuracy to get things done. Right pocket, 1-3 hit gets him 7 and leaves him 2, 4, and 7. Wood in front of the 4 and 7. He wanted to hit the corner of that piece of wood and then have the ball carry through into the 2, have the wood take out 4 and 7, but instead he got only the 2-pin. His lead 17 at the moment. He's opposite a 9 box, and he has 8 pins down. He has 10 pins down. He leads by 18. Stu Bergman. That went a little too far left. 1, 3, 5, 8, and 9. Still has 2, 1 and 8. A 10. My reminder again that because of football, not playoff football, but bowls, we'll be on at 11 a.m. for the next 2 weeks, December 29th and January 5th. Spare for Stu Bergman as he gets some backdoor action to come back and to make it. Joe Tavernese, leading by 18 through 4 boxes of the 3rd string. Gets a thin hit here. And he has the 4-pin as an object pin, and then 7, 9, and 10. Carefully looking over the wood. There are 2 pieces of wood that are tucked in between the 4 and the 7, another perpendicular to the 9. He's made his decision, and he got 4-7. 9 and 10 still there, and it's a 9 box. Now the lead is 17. Stu Bergman, his challenger, has a spare in this box. No wood to help. 3, 6, 10 on the right, the 7 alone. And as I said, no wood to help. Nope, did not hit the 3-pin. Got the 6 and 10. Another 9. So right now, his lead is 16 pins minus whatever the bonus is that Stu Bergman rolls right now. It is down to 8 right now, and it's a spare leave for Stu Bergman. Five and 8. Oh, he had the 5 and 8 to make, but he got only the 5. That is a very big miss. And again, he did not get that 8-pin. And we are down right now to every pin is big, baby. Stu Bergman has a spare leave. It's at one of those triangles. This one is made up of the 3, 5, and 6 piece of wood to the left of the 5-pin. And he made it. Big spare, big spare. Eight pins separating our bowlers. And Stu Bergman has put up a 9 and a spare. Joe Tavernese in a bit of trouble. 7, 8, and 10, and no object pin, basically, and no wood to help. There's the 7. There's the 8, so it's a 9 opposite a 9. 3 boxes to go. 8-pin lead opposite a spare. Is he going to get a strike? No, but he will get a spare, it appears. He has the 5-pin to get, and he has wood all around it. He made it. All right, it's spare opposite spare, down to the final 2 boxes and an 8-pin lead for Joe Tavernese. It is getting tight. Hang out to those tray tables, boys and girls. Stu Bergman fires, and he gets 6, but he has a split. 4-7 on the left, 6-10 on the right, a piece of wood across the 6-pin. Stu went to the left side, hoping that he could kiss the left side of that 4-pin and drive it over into the wood to take out 6 and 10. So he settles for a 9. 6 on the fill. Now the final box for Stu. Four-pin alone on the left, over on the right. It's the 3 with wood behind it and the 10. Can he make the wood go into the 10 and kick the 3 over to get the 4? Yes, he did it. A sensational clutch spare by Stu Bergman. That is big, B-I-G. Now let's see what the fill may be. Oh, it's a half Worcester on the right side, and he gets only the 3 and 9 out of there. Remember now, Joe, just 2 on the right-hand side, the 3 and the 9, a half Worcester. Joe Tavernese, remember, has 8 pins in his favor, and he has just put up a big 9. And he makes a spare, a very big clutch spare in the 9th. That does it. Joe has just won for his 4th week. 8 was the fill. He's looking right now at a 3 and 10. For a bonus? No, he didn't get the 10, but he's already won. $120. And a very sincere congratulations from Joe to Stu Bergman for putting on the pressure. Final score for his 4th. We had a winner last week because, as you well know, on this home viewer jackpot, just as soon as we do have a winner, we dump out all the cards and then we start all over again, collecting from you no more than 1 per week, as you know, with your name and address on it, your home address, and addressing it, please, to us, which will be Candlepin Bowling, WCVB-TV, 5 TV Place, Needham, Massachusetts, and the zip is 02192. Whenever we do have a winner, obviously we will toss out all of them, as I said, and start all over again. We allow you 10 either side, and if we don't have a winner, then we just keep adding $50 every week until somebody walks away with whatever has accumulated, and sometimes it gets way up there, as you well know. Okay, today it's $750, which means giving you 10 either side, $740 to $760 would win the $50. But, however, when I pick a card out of there, that person will be rewarded with a handsome gift from the Parker Pen Company. Enough of that. $750, $450. All right. I'm not going to look, boy, because there are too few cards in there. And you want anybody to say that I know what card I'm taking out, because I sure do. All right, $750, 10 either side. All right, this one comes from Coventry, Rhode Island. Andrew Tomovic of Flat River Road. And his guess is, oh, it's way off, $752. Yes, right, another winner. How about that? Okay, so we'll dump these out and we'll start all over again next week. Now, our high-low jackpot has been hit a couple of weeks ago. It's $75 in there right now, and Joe Tavernese gets first try at it. All right. So we're hitting all our jackpots. We start all over again at $50, Stu, so let's see what you can do. Well, you hit the head pin. That's the important thing. Okay, Stu, come on over here, please. And once again, I have to give you the smaller one of these, but one of these days, you keep on bowling the way you are, you're going to get the big one. Because I'll tell you, his collar was getting a little bit tight.
You ain't kidding.
You bowled very, very well, and I mean, you had some very, very good clutch bowling. You're coming along like a gangbusters, and you're still a very young man. Okay, I have for you $50 in bonus money, $350, and don't stay away too long. Come back and come see us every year if you will. Joseph, all right. Once again, you get the big one.
Yep.
And he did scare you a little, didn't he?
Yeah, he bowled very good.
Okay, we have another $250 in bonus money, $700 for winning. Right now, the roll-off hasn't been held. We don't know who it'll be, but I know you'll be back here. Okay.
I'll be back.
I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and also remind you we'll be on at 11 o'clock the next 2 weeks for the Peach Bowl next week and for the NFL playoff game on January the 5th. 11 a.m., okay? And once again, Merry Christmas.